Hi Aquarius, this is Griselle from Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your August reading. I'm gonna go ahead and light us up. I'm gonna light us some sage, get rid of the day vibes, bring in only Aquarius vibe, and let's see what those are. So I hope that you guys had a great day today. We're gonna find out exactly what is in store for you in the month of August. Okay, I'm like, how do I put this out now that, yep. Perfect. Okay, so I hope you guys are well and that you're enjoying the beginning of the month. I'm looking forward to what else is in store for you. So here we go. I'd like to know what is going on for my Aquarian friends for the month of August 2021. Anything that's going to be helpful, anything that's going to give us preparation, wisdom, guidance, whatever it is that Aquarius needs to know, even if we don't ask. Whatever's important. And keep in mind, this is general read. Thank you. Okay, Six of Earth. It is a general read, does not pertain to everybody. So if you look at this card, I'm using the Good Tarot. Let me get rid of this so I can see what is going on. Okay. So it's the Good Tarot, and it's the Six of Pentacles, basically. It's slow-moving energy, but it's also breadcrumbing. So if you guys, well, you could be married, single, doesn't make a difference. Maybe you're giving a little bit of attention here and there and everywhere. Maybe your partner is. See where this goes, okay? This can also stand for generosity, maybe spreading your wealth a little bit. Maybe somebody being generous with you. I also see the letter F in here. That's for somebody. It could be frank. I don't know. I'm not going to say much else. I'm trying not to swear like a sailor, right? So what else do we have? Okay. Very slow-moving energy. Whatever it is that you're dealing with in August, it feels very slow, very deliberate. You think about things before you proceed in any way, shape, and form. Your wings are a little bit spread out, and you're only going to give like one token. This can look like some of the following. You're going to check out a job and maybe put in a couple of days on your vacation from your regular job and see how that works out. Or it can be if you're looking at the dating scene, checking out somebody, making a date, having a coffee date. It's very light, but this guy's not staying. It could be a guy, gal, doesn't make a difference. Their wings are spread, ready to just take off at the sound of anything. Anything that they don't like, anything they don't want to hear or see, they're out of there. They're not going to invest that coin. That's like precious. These people are very down to earth. Could be very generous, maybe looking for somebody who has a very generous energy with you as well. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Maybe you're looking for an employer who is generous with you. So what else is going on with Aquarius for August 2021? Aquarian friends, what is going on? What is this juju about? I feel like a lot of laughter. I feel like joking. I feel like unwinding and taking things easy. I also feel people having drinks. Maybe a bit too much. Be careful with that. Six of Air. Another six on the board. So perhaps you are thinking about moving. You want to get to a point where you just don't feel so pressured, so stressed out. So whatever it is that you're feeling now. It could be a lack of a generosity that you're feeling. I don't know. But also, I feel like you want to be in control of your home, have law and order, however that looks like to you. Setting things right in your home can include like your physical home as well, but your work home, where you spend the majority of your time. Any of those things can really have an effect on how you feel. Also, you could be moving towards creativity and building, like building an enterprise, building something creative that really sprung from your mind, your heart. And it's something that I think that you are going to look towards a harvest regarding this matter. You want collaboration, people to help you, but you're only going to like share and select certain people that you know are going to bring to the table what you want, that's going to help further your choice and creativity. Whatever this project is. I also see the lotus back here. Could be that you have had such trying times, difficult times. The lotus really gets birthed through mud water. I mean, that's how you see it floating, but it actually comes from mud. And without mud, no lotus. There's a book. So, cooperation, all the cogs working together. Creativity. Some of you people are potentially pregnant, going to be moms. Some of you guys have a gal that potentially might be pregnant with your child. Others of you are just looking to birth a new business, especially during these times, this economy and how everything is going. Yeah. So you're standing on high ground, whatever the case may be. You are overseeing everything, kind of looking to feel like you're more prepared. You're like, I'm a damn unicorn. And yes, Aquarius, you are. You're a unicorn, but unicorn is looking over and trying to make a really good assessment and trying to see like how good do I have it? Am I standing on high ground? I also feel like you're getting messages from spirit with little like tidbits of flashes of like recognition. And you can have those like what we call those aha moments, where it kind of lights your brain on fire a little bit, okay? Now, this also has a lot to do with you looking at the past and thinking, well, did I really hold my position well? At a job, in a marriage, whatever the case may be, in a relationship, or, could I have done something different, or am I standing my ground properly? Anything like that. So, what else is going on in the month of August for Aquarius, please? Page of Fire. So you're looking for something, a lot of new beginnings, I feel. Something that's going to be solid and stable, but also something that gives you a little bit of passion, a little bit of fire, a little bit like, wow. And I say that because look at the tiger back here. So I think that's really cool. The tiger is actually hidden. So it could be that you have a passion, a desire that you're not letting other people know about, that you're really being private about. Maybe you're considering testing the waters of birth, a business, or going out on your own, or accepting a job offer where you take a route and it's kind of like your own business or a franchise. Look at the moon. I feel like you're being even deeply affected by the moon. You could have, I feel like a lot of kind of like inner turbulence that you're not letting people know about. Okay. And again, I feel maybe for some of you, not all in, please don't be offended, no judgment, but some of you guys are maybe drinking too much, overindulging in food too much, right? We all have a vice. We all have a thing going on. So you want to be careful that your drinking doesn't lead you to let go of your dreams or make poor decisions or affect you the next day when you're trying to go to work. Some of you guys are also into like the mala beads, meditation and things like that. But you definitely want that happiness, that happy life, happy wife. It doesn't mean that you're necessarily wanting to get married or anything, but you want the quintessential American dream, and that might be part of it. That might be a part of why you're kind of feeling like it looks like that's not even on the board anymore. So depending on what you're noticing around you. What else is going on? Aquarius. Why do we have the Ten of Water here? What's going on with that? The Two of Fire. You're going to have to make a decision, and you know it, and you have to make it really soon. But the cool part is that you have this giraffe with its long old neck, and that giraffe is going to light the lamp. And that giraffe can also part through all of the forest trees, hypothetically, and all the bushes, and they can actually peek out before you commit to going somewhere and take a look for you. So if you're worried and you're kind of tentatively like, I don't know if this is where I should go, how I should do it, that's what's going to happen. Now, with the Two of Fire, that's always about like making a decision between the old, the tried and true, and then something brand new. I always tell people, you know what, been there, done that, do something new. So take your skill set and take a little bit of a risk, a calculated risk, because you can always go back to what you've done before, even if it's not with the same company or if it's in a partnership. I don't know what this is. Each of you is different. This is not a one-on-one reading, a private reading. This is just a general, okay? And with that being said, if you guys can please like, share, comment, subscribe, I would much appreciate it. So let's get a little bit more of a higher up, like a spiritual perspective, Aquarius. What's going on with these guys? My Aquarian friends, they feel a little bit kind of like riddled. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. So maybe you yourself, like I said, you're getting messages yourself. You're developing your own spiritual well-being, your own spirituality. You're getting your own messages. Sorry, it's like really hot in here and I can't turn on my fan because then it kills the audio and nobody can hear what we're chatting about. So here we are. I feel like there's just still a lot of emotion. Aquarius, I mean, you know, Aquarius, emotions. But perhaps it's time to kind of like take a salt bath and let those emotions out. If you're not going to share them with anybody, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to. It's going to be really important that you at least share it with spirit to kind of get that off your chest, literally, okay? So if that applies, that applies. If it doesn't, we'll keep it moving. Transformation. You can have a huge change. Aquarius, this is exciting, actually. I feel like even your DNA could be changing for the better. I feel like, to me, this means like healing. You could be doing the light codes, sun gazing, and if you don't know what any of those are, feel free to look them up. But definitely 15 minutes in the morning looking at the sun directly, 15 in the evening only, not during the day, because that's bad for corneas, bad for eyeballs, all that fun stuff. But you can things are changing at the cellular level in a deep healing. So I feel like if you kind of taper off a little bit on the drinking, this is going to really help you. Because when we drink, we do it to escape. I would know, believe me. And if you could just stay present in the moment and try to deal with what's going on internally, I think that you will bypass it a lot faster. And you'll be a lot happier as well. Also, you could be looking at like shimmery nail polish that's like pink, kind of like this color. And I think that's going to be a really good color for you, because I'll tell you, that to me denotes like love, okay? So everything, color has a purpose, and I like to use color intentionally when and if I can. Moving on. Aquarius, what else do we have? Clarifying the Two of Fire. What choices do we have for my lovely friends, my Aquarian friends? What's going on? Five of Swords. So somebody want to do everything at all cost, doesn't want to ask, want to do their own thing, doesn't want to tell. This is my card of winning at all costs. This is, I will cheat, lie, steal, step on your head, pull your hair, and deny it later. Doesn't make a difference. A lot of changes oscillating back and forth, okay? But here we have another card of change, the Wheel of Fortune, changing for the better. Maybe around somebody who has those characteristics aforementioned, or perhaps you're just in a situation where everything is just changing and people are tug-of-warring and fighting and a little bit cutthroat. Kind of like, remember when we ran out of toilet paper and that was a thing? And everybody's like fighting on TV to get rolls, and they're pulling it from each other and getting into fist fights and all that. It feels like the same vibration, okay? Gonna tell you that your hypnotic state, I feel like you've been a little bit hypnotized, a little bit charmed, a little bit deceived. That's a deceiver, by the way. Could be a person or circumstances, or, you know, politically. I don't know your life. But I feel like that's going to be lifting. You're going to start getting a little bit more aware of what is truly going on. I think you're going to gain a different perspective. Aquarius, what else do we have for you? We have the Three of Cups. We've got a reunion, more drinks, reuniting, because it feels so good. Enjoying ourselves. We have a celebration of sorts. It could be happy hour. It could be just going to the bar, hanging out, if that is still an okay thing to do in your neck of the woods, I'm going to say. I don't know where you live, obviously. But the three, again, vibration of a three is kind of like cooperation, but it's also like cheers with the beers, and you just don't want it to turn into tears, okay? So make sure that that's a little bit tempered and moderated. Maybe you're going to meet somebody that you haven't seen in a long time and have a drink. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, Eight of Wands. I see. Oh, okay, we're taking 2 cards. That's what's up. Eight of Wands. So we are talking about a lot of messages, a barrage of messages back and forth. We're talking about things getting a little bit hot and heavy, a little bit like cycles, and this month is going to be popping for you. With 2 8s on the board. Well, this be an 8. Okay, we're at 11. The Strength card. Excuse me. So this could be a Leo. Just messages back and forth about somebody that you care about, that you love, that's interested in you, vice versa. Could be about a job, any type of reunion, really. But messages are usually like hard and fast, and most of the time it is about love, of interest, of, oh, hey, Aquarius. What are you doing? Do you want to come have breakfast with me? Do you want to go have coffee with me? Let's go do something. Or with a reunion card, it could look like this. Hey, I really miss you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Let's go grab lunch. Whatever. If the story fits, that's great. 10 of Wands. This one just flipped over for you. I'm feeling like you are carrying a huge burden. And not just your burden. You're carrying everybody's burden. Like, you're doing the work of 10 people, and you have to really set limits and stop that. Moving on. So we're going to do romance. I'm using Doreen Virtue's romance cards. Oh, hi. What? Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So if you're connected to somebody, maybe you're not being totally honest with them, maybe they're not being totally honest with you, but something about, I'm making up words here, deceptivity. That's not even a word for real. But I'm just going to say it like I see it, okay? So it looks like you're involved with somebody, and maybe all these messages back and forth have a lot to do with something that you are not seeing and they're not being transparent about it, or vice versa, okay? So be aware of that. Let's find out why. Okay, there's a lot of brain fog going on here, a lot of deception. Everybody's wearing a damn mask here. I don't like it. I'm just going to tell you, dear Aquarius, be aware and be careful. If you are involved with somebody, take your time. I'm just going to say take your time, okay? Because everybody, it's almost like, oh, are you cool with that? Oh, yeah, I'm cool with that. And you're not. And then they're like, yeah, that's not even the real case. I don't know half of it. That kind of a thing. You don't want to get involved in that. Some of you guys are really in a committed relationship with somebody who is a flat liar, okay? Pathological liar. Somebody who, I don't feel like they have a lot of options, but they're just going to do whatever it is that like pleases themselves, like narcissistic behavior, okay? I do have vibration number 5 because the Hierophant right here is a number 5 as well. This is all about changing. This is about old school patriarchy, things that we're noticing in the news and the media right now that are being brought to the light. Everything changing. And yet if you look, like, you know, we're in the year 2021 now, and this card, this TV is like super old. And I feel like for some of you, you're starting to wake up, because this says rescue stations. I never noticed that here. Remember when we would like kind of, if there's a hurricane, tornado, you would turn on the radio and you would listen to all that, and you would kind of hear this play-by-play, and it was just so different. Well, it's the same thing now, only you're listening to old news, old narrative, an old, outmoded illusion, basically. And I feel like that's going to start lifting. You're going to start looking at it. You're going to start looking at it. Okay, sorry. In a different way than you ever have before, perhaps. I don't think you're going to take it sitting down lightly. I feel like some of you guys are really awakening. And if you don't know what that means, guys, it's definitely just gaining a higher perspective with spirit and waking up to the fact that we are living basically in a matrix. How well can we put that? I'm not one to kind of put delicate gloves on. It's not going to fit everybody. It's going to fit somebody. What's going on? King of Water. Okay, so you could be involved with somebody who's incredibly emotional, like all the time. It's all about them. And if you confront them, they're like, oh, I can't believe you would, confront me. How dare you, Aquarius? Not look after them, whatever. Or you yourself can have all of these emotions and be wearing a deceptive face. And really, in the end, they're only deceiving themselves. But if you're involved with a person who cares more about themselves and is a manipulator, that's not going super well. A lot of late nights listening to this person talk, maybe when they're inebriated, they're talking but not saying a lot. Been there, done that as well, so I'm not judging. What else is going on for Aquarius? I just want to know about romance. I want to know why this deception card is here, okay? The Ace of Earth. This is about new beginnings. But I'm going to tell you that it's paired. Maybe you just recently started seeing somebody, recently got married, got committed, maybe you recently moved in with somebody. And it's a brand new thing, pretty much. Like you're willing to invest, but all of a sudden somebody's walking away. And there's a reason why we walk away. This connection doesn't, well, with all the deceptions and lies, it's not making you happy, okay? That's for somebody. This could also be in like a brand new marriage. You just got married or something like that, or committed, you moved in, and all of a sudden things are not going well. You're starting to notice a lot of things that are not adding up. 2 and 2 doesn't really add up anymore to what it should be, and you are rethinking things, or your partner is. What else is going on? Oh yeah, burning of contracts. So I feel like a lot of changes for you. Well, we've noticed a lot of 5s on the board for you. Burning of old contracts. You're looking at every single contract in your life. My relationship with my sister, yeah, fucked up. My relationship with my brother, yeah, that's okay, could use improvement. My relationship with my mother, yeah, that's great. Relationship with my father, yeah, that's great. Relationship with 2 coworkers, yeah, fuck that too. So you're going to go through each and every kind of relationship. You're going to look at what you're putting your money towards. Maybe you bought a car or a couple of cars, and you're looking, you're like, you know what, I don't want to dump my money stupidly like that anymore. And it's just a different perspective. I'm not saying having a car payment is stupid. I'm saying that your vibe is going to change, and that perhaps you're rethinking your contracts and you're burning those up and making different decisions for yourself because you feel burdened, okay? Wow. With a snap. With a snap. What else do we have? Let's go with romance for Aquarius, or single Aquarius. This could be the one, okay? This could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. But, it's a big but, religious factors. Your love is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So perhaps one of you is just more of a spiritualist mindset, and the other one is more religion, like traditional. And that could be a really big obstacle to overcome. So there's got to be like a meeting ground or a point where you can actually stand close together and support one another. That's a difficult connection. That's all I got to say about that. What else here? Honeymoon. So you guys could be in the honeymoon phase thinking, oh, that's not even a big deal. Yeah, I come from a Buddhist background. I come from a Christian background. And fundamentally, we still kind of believe these things, but it's not a big deal because it's not being featured, okay, in the now. But believe you me, that you're going to have a double feature. Single Aquarius, if religious factors are so different, it's going to be a big deal in the not so long future. So it's even a good idea to address it now, rather than allow things to kind of go and find out that this didn't work and you spent a lot of time in it. What else do we need to know for singles? Single Aquarians seeking love. Okay, so we want to take a chance. We want to take a chance, and we got the Sun card. This is my favorite card in this whole deck. This is looking at things from higher perspective. This is really, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to make my own road. I'm even walking off the beaten path. Everybody turns at this mark, and I know that their hands coming out of this graveyard grabbing my ankles. I do not care. If I want to have a damn picnic, I'm doing it. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to enjoy myself. It is a vibration number 0. Okay, then we have the Sun, number 19, and that reduces to a 10, which goes back to a 1. New beginning. Very favorable for you. Exercise some judgment and keep your balance, okay? know that what's happening right now is challenging your emotional, mental, spiritual balance, and that's going to affect your love life too. Aquarius. A little clarification for those that are in partnership, situationship, romanceship. I don't even know what to call it anymore. If you're dating somebody, seeing someone's talking to someone like on a serious note that you really dig. Getting to know one another. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So even if you're married or living together, just make sure that you're having great conversations every now and then. You can even look up really good questions online to ask one another. I struggle with asking the right questions. I'm just sort of one of those people that I share naturally. And I don't ask because I feel like you'll offer it. I don't know. But that may not work for everybody. So, yeah, good conversations, getting to know each other. Even if you've been married for 25,000 years, I don't care. There's still stuff to ask each other about, okay? What else do we need to know for those in a situationship, relationship, marriage? For Aquarius, wedding. The situation involves marriage. So you could be married to your partner could be married to somebody else. I mean, it happens, guys. No judgment there. What's going on? 5 of Hazards, being in the dark. For some of you, that is the case. Your partner is actually married, still on paper, somebody else. 7 of Hazards, yeah, and I'm definitely getting that right here. That's not for everybody, that's for somebody. And they could be, if this is not a marriage, your partner could also be in a karmic bond with somebody else, which is, in my opinion, just as bad. So, okay, for the rest of you, 2 of Cups, a really deep connection, getting to know each other, having these like conversations, but then we have a tower falling around a commitment. Why is that? You need to go within yourself and really do a reassessment. I feel like you feel like the sign of the times, that kind of a thing. And then there's more messages about love and this and that. So maybe you're paying attention more to like the messages that you're getting physically and via text and via phone, but not messages that your gut and your intuition and the High Priestess is trying to tell you, hey, something isn't right, or investigate this, or tune into the right channel to get the right messages for you, Aquarius. So I hope that this resonated. Again, if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, that would really help my channel grow. I'm going to tell you, Aquarius, you have a lot of potential to make things happen differently. So focus and manifest. Now that the Lions portal on the 8th of this month of August is going to be at its fullest peak on the 8th, it's a good thing to write down minimum 5 to 10 things that you really want, desire within your partnership, marriage, whatever, situationship, and focus on that, because things could really work out for you. But if you're scattered and not really focused and maybe having too many drinks, that could kind of set you up for a not so good fall as well. Okay? So with that, much love to you. Thank you for your time.